Hey there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So it's movie news stories like this that really warm my heart. I grew up with Tom and Jerry back in the 90s, and the fact that we're getting new movies still in this current era, just absolutely over the moon with excitement that we're going to get more Tom and Jerry. When I was a young kid, I used to go to school during the day and my parents would tape episodes of Tom and Jerry, and then when I get home, I would watch it after school. Absolutely love it, and I'm so excited that these characters are still around and that they've announced a brand new movie here. Obviously, we had a movie that came out, what was it, 2021, the last movie? It was like a live action cartoon kind of hybrid. It didn't perform very well because it was a day and date release, which was a dumb idea, obviously during the pandemic as well. So the box office made practically no money, but it looks like they're trying it again, which is great to hear. So let's dive in, break down this news and information, and see what's going on with the brand new Tom and Jerry movie. So this comes to us from Screen Rant. New Tom and Jerry movie is in development with Toy Story 4 creative and Rashida Jones among the writers. So it looks like they got some of the creatives behind Toy Story 4. That's kind of cool. That's great to hear. Obviously, the Toy Story franchise is very beloved. So Tom and Jerry are returning in a big way. And as a new theatrical feature film is in development, created by Hanna-Barbera in 1941. These characters have been around since 1941, over 80 years now. That's just insane. The slapstick duo starred in over 166 animated shorts and several additional spin-offs. 2 theatrical Tom and Jerry movies have been developed, including an animated feature in 1992 titled Tom and Jerry the Movie, and a live-action animation hybrid released in 2021. Yeah, like I said, it came out in 2021 during the height of the pandemic. They decided to do a day-and-date release, which means they released it on streaming and at the box office at the same time, I think. The box office obviously suffered because of that, so it's hard to take into account the movie didn't perform well, but still, because of the time that it came out and the day-and-date release on streaming, it's really hard to know if the movie would have been successful or not. But it looks like they're trying it again, which is great to hear. So, as reported by Deadline, Warner Bros. Picture Animation has begun development on a new Tom and Jerry movie, though no director has yet been announced. It has been confirmed that Rashida Jones will write alongside Will McCormack and Michael Govia. Jones and McCormack previously contributed to the story of Toy Story 4 and share production banner Le Train Train. Additionally, McCormack and Govia both directed and wrote the emotional If Anything Happens, I Love You, which was the recipient of an Academy Award for Best Animated Short Film in 2021. Wow, so we actually have writers here who Academy Award nominated. They were the recipient of an Academy Award for Best Animated Short. So they've actually won an Academy Award. The people working on this have an Academy Award behind their belt, which is absolutely fantastic. So it sounds like we're getting some really great creatives working on this project, which again, that's great information to hear. So, what Tom and Jerry's writing team could mean for their big screen return. The writers have worked on several emotional features. So, while 2021's Tom and Jerry may not have been the box office success it aspired to be, obviously because of the reasons we already kind of discussed, that does not mean that audiences will not be eager to see another team of filmmakers try their hand at developing a big screen adventure for the pair. Yeah, I think if it's done right, if you have a really great animated Tom and Jerry movie, it's a 4-quadrant, family-friendly, multi-generational movie that appeals to people who grew up like myself in the 90s, people who grew up even before my time. You know, these characters have been around since the 40s. It spans multi-generational. Everyone instantly knows who Tom and Jerry are. If you walk down the street and you ask anybody on the street who's Tom and Jerry, immediately every single person knows who Tom and Jerry is. So the audience is there for this type of movie. Absolutely. So if they can make a great movie, I think the audience will come. If great word of mouth spreads, absolutely it could be a huge box office success. But they just have to nail down the writing, get a great story here, make it emotional, make it kind of make people bond with these characters, and just make them proper slapstick comedy, but making it emotional at the same time. So, as seen by the widespread support that the cancelled Coyote vs. Acme received in its battle with Warner Brothers, it's still a crime against humanity that Coyote vs. Acme movie is never going to get released. People were campaigning all over social media. There was petitions, and people were going crazy about it, and it's never going to see the light of day, and it absolutely sucks because that could have been something great. Management over its fate, it's clear that viewers are willing to give classic animated icons a chance to stand out in their own feature. We have a side note here. Tom and Jerry was released at a time when theaters were just reopening after the COVID-19 pandemic, like we kind of already discussed, kind of in the pandemic era, so it really suffered at the box office, and it didn't help that the movie was also being released on streaming at the same time as it was in theaters. So because of the COVID pandemic, a lot of people chose to stay at home and watched it on streaming, therefore the box office suffered. So it's like I already said, it's hard to know if this movie would have been successful back in 2021, but it's worth checking out. It's a really fun movie. Chloe, what's her name? Chloe Moretz. I think that's her name. She featured in it, and she was quite fun. It's a charming movie. Do check it out, the Tom and Jerry 2021 movie. And Warner Brothers released it day and date on HBO Max. Furthermore, with Jones, McCormack, and Govia, there is a potential for the upcoming feature to dive deeper into what the pair's typical slapstick can offer. The trio's credits span a variety of genres, from comedy to thriller, and Jones and McCormack's work with Pixar and Toy Story 4 demonstrates they have experience with compelling, emotional, animated features. And that's exactly what this should be. This presents an enticing picture of what depth they can add to the cat and mouse duo. Our thoughts on Tom and Jerry's new adventure. The pair has widespread appeal. Yeah, like I already said, multi-generational. It's been out since the 40s now. So, I mean, regardless of what age you are, whether you're an older person in your 40s, 50s, or 60s, whether you're my age, kind of like in the 30s, or whether you're a young child or a potential young teenager, everybody knows who these characters are, grew up with them, watching them at some degree or another. So Tom and Jerry are two enduring pop culture icons. Reruns ensured their shorts would be constantly introduced to new audiences over the years. While the advent of online culture and memes have seen select moments take on new meaning and usage, as such, the animated pair has a cross-generational appeal, kind of like what we were just saying, that few other characters hold. With this level of recognition, Tom and Jerry movie developed by the right hands could find its audience easily. However, with neither a director nor a tentative release date, it may be some time until audiences get to see this potential thrilling project. And the source of this information comes to us from Deadline, obviously one of the most reputable sources for movie information, so we can take this to the bank that this information is pretty accurate here. But yeah, I mean, Tom and Jerry, they're massive, massive icons, and their comedy is so damn hilarious. If you ever feel sad, depressed, or down, just go on YouTube and find a compilation of old Tom and Jerry episodes and watch it, and I guarantee there's no way that you can sit in front of an episode of Tom and Jerry and not burst out laughing at one point or another. It's just so damn fun, and it's just, I don't know, turn your brain off, watch this cat and mouse just beating each other up and, you know, playing pranks and tricks on each other, and it's just so fun, and it just warms my heart. But guys, what do you think about this information of a brand new, I think it's animated, this movie, I think it said animated, a brand new animated Tom and Jerry movie? Is it something that you would go out to see? Is it something you would take your kids, your family, your friends to see? Is it something you would be excited for, that you would go out and buy a ticket for? Or do you think it's kind of like past its sell-by date? Do you think it's a bit old school? Do you think that it won't really land with modern audiences? I would love to hear your feedback, so drop your comments, thoughts, and opinions down below, guys, and let me know what you think about this news story. As always, be sure to hit that like and become a subscriber if you haven't already. It goes a very long way to supporting the channel and everything I do here, guys, so I'd really, really appreciate that. And I will see you in the next video.